Welcome to our video series about how to buy your first car. Buying a vehicle, whether it's a car, truck, or SUV, can be a complicated undertaking. This video will help you demystify some common car buying concepts by walking you through the choices step by step. By the end, you should feel confident about how to handle the car buying process and ultimately walk away with the car of your dreams at a price you can afford. To get started, you need to decide whether a new or used car is best for you. First, there's the case of the warranty. Almost all new cars come with a built-in manufacturer's warranty that's usually good for at least 3 years or 36,000 miles. In addition to major repairs, some warranties cover routine maintenance, such as oil changes. If you have someone else covering the expenses for the first few years, that is money you're saving. Repairs are another factor to consider. They come with the territory of car ownership, whether you're buying new or used. While you can expect to pay more to maintain a used car than a new one, no one gets away completely free. Given the possible expenses involved in repairs, buying a pre-owned vehicle can be a bit of a gamble. Typically, a dealership that also sells new cars will spend the time and money to ensure their inventory is also up to snuff. Buying from a used car specialist or looking for a vehicle on a site like Craigslist can be a bit more risky. Depreciation is a big concern when buying a vehicle. Depreciation is an asset's loss of value over time. A car is worth less the older it is. Any new car depreciates by approximately 11% of its original value as soon as it leaves the lot for the first time. For example, let's say you purchase a brand new car that costs $26,675. It would depreciate by $2,934 as soon as it rolls off the lot. That's $2,900 you'll never see again, and that's only on the first day. Within the first 2 years, provided you've kept the car in near perfect shape, the car will be worth just 74% of its initial purchase price. So that same vehicle would now be worth only $19,739, meaning you've lost $6,936 in the value. Before buying new, be sure you're ready to make that hefty commitment. If you're buying used, the loss that new car buyers experience is your gain. For starters, all that money now gone to the depreciation is money you save. Not to mention that after the 26% a car loses in the first 2 years, the amount lost in depreciation drops significantly every year. After the third year, you typically lose only 7% of the original value. After that, the value lost to depreciation is just about negligible. That means that not only do you save more than 25% when you first buy that used car, you also don't need to worry as much about losing money to depreciation. The money's already been lost by someone else. Thanks to a large number of lease returns, used cars that are about 3 years old are plentiful on the market. You'll be able to get the most car for your money if you buy used, but you'll pay a higher interest rate on a loan, have a shorter warranty period, and won't know the car's full history. Everyone has a different reason to decide whether to buy new or used. If your goal going in is to save as much money as possible, there are some things you'll want to keep in mind. Are you willing to take the risk on a car surpassing its warranty? Are you willing to pay extra for maintenance and repairs? Do you want to take a chance that the past owner treated the car poorly? Is it really worth losing so much money to depreciation? The more questions you ask, the more confident you can be in your decision to buy new or used. Once you've decided on new or used, you've only just begun making decisions. Your biggest choice comes in deciding what kind of car to get. This is probably the biggest purchase you'll make other than your home, so you'll want to be confident in your decision. Start by researching the cars that have caught your eye to see if they fit your budget. Visit automaker websites and independent automotive information sites to assess the features that are important to you. Check local inventory listings to see what is available in your area. Choose cars that would cost at least 5% less than your monthly budget to give yourself some room to cover operating costs, including gasoline, insurance, repairs, and maintenance. Is resale value important to you? Do you plan to drive it until the wheels fall off, or do you see yourself wanting to upgrade in a few years? If this is a car you plan to own for less than 5 years, you need to look at the potential resale value. Cars from luxury brands such as Lexus and BMW tend to hold their value fairly well. Cars with a reputation for longevity and dependability, like Toyota and Subaru, also tend to depreciate slower than other brands. Gas mileage can be an important factor to consider. Too many buyers fall in love with the styling and handling of a vehicle without taking into consideration the cost of keeping that gas tank full. Suppose you are choosing between two cars. One model gets 20 miles to the gallon and the second is more economical at 30 miles per gallon. Assuming you drive 15,000 miles per year, the annual cost of gas for the first model is $1,875 at a pump price of $2.50 per gallon. The more efficient car will cost you just $1,250 to refuel. That's a difference of $625 or just a little more than $50 per month. Look at what you use your car for on a daily basis. For most people, this is a commute to work and back. For this, you need a comfortable car that gets good gas mileage and is easy to park. For special occasions, you can always rent a car or truck. How many times a year do you see yourself picking up furniture or hauling a trailer? If it's less than 5, remember that you can still rent a truck or van for such occasions. Another choice you have is whether to buy or lease. Buying means you'll take out a loan for the purchase price. When the loan is paid off, the car is yours, free and clear. You can also lease a car, which is essentially a long-term rental. At the end of the lease term, you may have the option to buy the car, depending on the terms of the lease. If you choose not to purchase it, you turn it in and have nothing to show for it. Generally speaking, leasing a car isn't as good a deal as buying. Leasing might be attractive to you if you want to be able to drive a newer car and you drive a minimal number of miles annually. Take a look at our lease versus buy calculator to help you decide what the best choice is for you, but also consider these points. Mileage restrictions. Many low payment leases have low mileage allowances, and you could pay penalties if you drive more miles than allowed. Consider the chances that the number of miles you now drive could change in the future. Possible wear and tear fees. Leases usually have excess wear and tear provisions. These could cause you to have unexpected charges at the end of the lease if there has been any damage to your car. Continuous payments. In a lease situation, you will have to turn in your vehicle and likely have another payment to replace it. Insurance. If you wreck your leased car rather than one you own, your reimbursement may be less than what you owe on the lease. You may want to get gap insurance to cover the difference. The price of gap coverage for your leased vehicle could wipe out a chunk of the monthly price advantage of leasing rather than buying. A new car for the same amount of money would have fewer features, but you'll also have a full warranty and pay a lower interest rate, and often you'll get free maintenance and roadside assistance. For many, a certified pre-owned car is the ideal compromise. These vehicles are cheaper than new cars, and they often have some warranty left and must meet certain criteria to help ensure their reliability and condition. In part 2 of this video series, we will cover financing tips and tricks and extended warranties and other add-ons. See you soon!